Hi everyone, this is Jana here for NBK-Design, and I want to show you today the paper styles from the Dear Diary collection and together with the color and pattern styles. I don't want to do this video very long. I just wanted to show you a little bit how could we blend the styles and real quick all of the styles as I always do, but I don't want this to get too long because I'm later going to do some videos of actually doing a project and using all the styles and things like that. So first, before we get started, I just want to do a quick disclaimer here that is important before you buy the products to check the description of the product. I think I'll have to say that every video now, so we really pay attention. If you see this video and you think, wow, that's awesome, that is really nice style, but you have to see first the year of Photoshop that you're using, the year of Photoshop elements that you're using, and if you're using Photoshop, because we cannot be responsible for any other program here. So you have to make sure your program, if it's other than Photoshop, if it accepts .asl files, which are files of Photoshop. So you have to pay attention of that before you buy. The descriptions are there for you as a buyer to read and decide if it works with your program. And as a buyer, we are responsible to make sure everything that we are wasting money and spending our money with works with our program. So we want you to be happy. We don't want you to be disappointed. So as always, also check the year of your Photoshop. As I said before, as Photoshop advances, technology advances, and it's not going to work with some older versions of Photoshop. Sometimes the files are too big, and make sure you check that. Also, I have a question all the time. Why sometimes when I close Photoshop, my styles, Photoshop deletes them from the style menu here? What happens is that Photoshop has a limit of size of styles that you can load. I believe it's 2.5 gigabytes. So if you load a lot of styles together and you close Photoshop, then when you enter, if it passed up 2.5, Photoshop is gonna take out all of your styles up there. So what I do usually, I keep my shadows here all the time, and what I do with the styles, if I know I'm gonna use something, I now kind of know the limit just by number of styles. I kind of learned that, and I just delete and replace because I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to load everything of my shadows there. So just if you are one of these people who are wondering why Photoshop does that, is because of that. There's a limit, and the reason why Photoshop do that, it's so that it doesn't take a lot or even crash when you are opening Photoshop, because it takes a while for Photoshop to open, usually because of fonts and styles and brushes that we have loaded. So just so you know that. So let's get started. I know I spent a lot of time with this, but it is necessary for you to learn a little bit and understand the products we are showing to you. So I'm gonna try to do this fast. I already brushed here, and let's go ahead and check the pattern styles I have already loaded here for you. And these are the nice checkered. And we have some color styles, which are basically the colors of the collection. You click and you have the color right there for you. So I wanna save time and just show you here the patterns. So these are all that comes, and then we have the paper styles. We have the paper, some nice texture paper there. All right, so I'm gonna start with this one. There's a little watercolor paper, and I'm actually going to copy that, and I'm just going now to choose a pattern. It's trying to make it faster. So you see that they go really nice together. Let me do a fun one here, strong one, because now I want to show you that if it's too strong for you, as always I show that you can blend now. Get a softer brush here, new layer, and this brush has a little bit of a texture, but I'm now gonna go again to the paper and maybe do this style here and make my brush. So then I can make that transition a little bit on the top because the brush is really soft. So then we have, you know, the pattern there, but it's not so strong. So as a last one here, I don't want this to be a very long. I can now get maybe, I love this kind of texture like that, and now I can go and do another pattern. Yeah, like that. That is soft and goes together with this. So then we can go here, and then you can just brush again another paper, kind of like here, and do kind of the same thing. And you keep brushing them. So you got the idea. It's very similar to what I'm doing. So we are going to try to show you tutorials later, and check our Facebook for NBK-Design Facebook. I'm doing some Facebook lives, and I already did 2, so you can check it out. And so I'm doing kind of a quick tip there, and then you can check it out also, the brushes and things like that. So I hope you have fun. So we'll come back with other styles and things to show from this collection for you. And again, this was the Dear Diary paper styles from NBK-Design and Dear Diary column pattern styles. Thank you.